Now, joining us with more on this is our health reporter, Lori Johnson. So, Lori, this is important for you. Tell us about what you know in your experiences.
Well, postpartum depression is extremely serious. It's very dangerous, and it's personal to me because I had it, and if it hadn't been for my mother, who pulled me out of it, I don't know what would have happened. And we really do need to keep tabs on our new mothers, because so many women like me don't know they have it or are too ashamed to talk about the way they feel because there's so much pressure to be happy after you have a new baby. And when you have postpartum depression, you are not happy. So they estimate that about 1 in 5 women has postpartum depression. 1 in 500 has it so severely that they are at risk for suicide and infanticide, which we have seen in the news. And I spoke with a psychiatrist who specializes in postpartum depression, and she says children of depressed moms lag behind other children oftentimes with language development, difficulty bonding with people, behavioral problems like crying and anger, and difficulty regulating their emotions.
A mother experiences extreme agitation, extreme mood swings, confusion about what's real, disorientation, disorganized thoughts or speak, and often hallucinations and delusions. It's really an emergency situation. Postpartum depression, I mean, it's a biological illness, it's a medical illness. It's not caused by a weak personality, it's not caused by a failure on the mother to do what she's supposed to do. It's a biological illness. So it's not something a mom has any control over. The interesting thing is that the degree of impairment in the children seems to be related to the duration of the mom's depression. So the longer a mother is depressed, the more likely and the more serious the impairment would be in the child.
So, Ephra, why do some people get postpartum depression? 24 hours after you give birth, your levels of progesterone, the hormone progesterone, plummet. Add on to that sleep deprivation, an unhealthy diet. Also, the worst part is isolation. It's the isolation, also not getting any exercise and getting outside and being with people. It's just compounded, but it's mostly the isolation. And when you think about it, in other cultures, even our culture years ago, women would bond together and, they would raise a child as a group. So if you know someone who recently had a baby, go check on them and notice little things like if the vacuum cleaner's been sitting in the same spot for the last 4 days, if the laundry is piling up, if they're not able to function, they probably are at risk for postpartum depression. You need to get them outside. Exercise is the best thing, and sunlight, and with other people. Take the baby off their hands. They need help. It's often the things that will help them the most are the things they want to do the least. And they need sleep, which means babysitters.
Absolutely.
We have more information on postpartum depression on our website, cbnnews.com.
That's good. Good. Thank you so much for the eye-opening report. Much